What's going on, nation? Back again for some Cyberpunk 2077 news that I really wanted to get to you guys tonight, featuring a potential Night City Wire episode 2 date via CDPR, some additional details from a new hands-on preview from Easy Allies, the extreme immersion of the dialogue system, and a 2077 scam you guys are going to want to avoid. By the way, some new Cyberpunk 2077 gang displays are up, so for 15% off, check out the link in the pinned comment. First up, yes, we finally might have some details on the next episode of the Night City Wire, and it could be coming sooner than you think. During an event called G-Fest, CDPR's Chinese community manager Tony Chen let the beans spill that episode 2 will officially release in a few days, with more information on Night City coming soon. Tomorrow, August 6th, they will be showing their Chinese audience what appears to be exclusive content and interviews and potentially Night City Wire episode 1, with the announcement of episode 2 likely coming after. China is a big market for CDPR, and surprisingly their pre-orders there have broken records when it comes to Cyberpunk, so this might give some weight to the announcement theory and wanting to blow the doors open globally with an announcement originating there. Now this video, the details being discussed is in Mandarin, so thanks to Nerlin_CN for the translation, but if you also speak the language, drop a comment and let me know if this is accurate. They also showed a couple new images from the game featuring Chinese streamers. In any case, keep an eye out for a Night City Wire episode 2 announcement in the next couple days, with the real thing also potentially coming in this time frame. I know a lot of theories are mentioning that having episode 2 during the Gamescom window would make sense, but this is also valid and comes straight from this source. Moving on, we already know many details on the first-person narrative dialogue system, but we also have some more details via September 2020's official PlayStation magazine on just how interactive these scenes will be. NPCs will be subtle and body language is incredibly important, and they may do things that you can miss, like subtly reaching for something behind their back. If you caught this in the 48-minute demo, Jackie gives us a brief wink before we make the move on the leader of the Maelstrom Royce in this Mexican standoff scene. It's subtle, but it's there for people who notice. Not only will the NPCs display body language, but environmental factors should also be considered. Suspicious cars can pull up behind your encounters, and depending on your timing and your reaction, reacting to this can change the trajectory of the conversation. Amazing little details that I feel will give you the sense of much more autonomy than what we're used to in video games. Moving on, we have another round of previews, starting up here with Easy Allies being the latest channel to get their hands on the game. We've talked extensively on these previews thus far, so I'll keep this part short and just mention the meat and potatoes. According to Ben Moore, you die extremely quickly, and many times it only takes a few bullets to kill you, which gives you a greater sense of threat, severity, and consequences in your skirmishes. It seems to go both ways, with enemies not being overly bullet spongy. Weapon types are vast, and you can find the same type of pistol or rifle with different stats, meaning that you can always add something to your arsenal. Gunplay was one of Moore's biggest concerns going into the game, but he left relieved and mentioned that it was quite good. I know a ton of people are worried about melee, and Moore agrees that it looks janky, but the mechanics and play of it were actually very well done. The stamina bar, along with the blocks and parries, played out quite nicely according to him. Finally, we have a statement from CDPR on the Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter page about a new email scam in regards to a beta. They mentioned that, quote, "If you recently received an email claiming to be granting you beta access to Cyberpunk 2077, it is not from us. When we contact you via email, it will always come from an @cdprojectred.com address. Same goes for content creators. If you're getting contacted by a third party, assume that it's not genuine." And there you guys have it, a brief update before we hopefully see some Night City Wire announcements tomorrow. As always, for anything Cyberpunk 2077 related, join Neon Nation by subscribing to the Neon Arcade.